So if we can help them meet their genetic potential, we can ship heavier calves and sell more pounds of beef, all the while staying out and taking advantage of our native and homegrown feeds. The forage that you have is what you have, so we have to make the best of it. We're not trying to replace what they have, we're trying to help them utilize it so that they can take advantage of their homegrown feeds, and that's a very valuable thing, especially in this day and age. Depending on the year, like July or August over in eastern Montana, there's a lot of protein that's dropped out of that grass. So what happens is those cows, they have a calf on them, and they're a couple months away from shipping them out, and if that cow quits milking, that's a lot of pounds of beef that they're losing on those calves. So if we can bring in the liquid and help them utilize what they're eating, we can help meet their protein requirements. We can help that cow start milking again, and every 10 pounds of milk is worth a pound of gain on those calves. So that's very simple to do, especially with the genetics that we have today. So if we can help them meet their genetic potential, we can ship heavier calves and sell more pounds of beef, all the while staying out and taking advantage of our native and homegrown feeds. I tell a lot of people it doesn't take very many dead calves or open cows to pay for a nutrition program, and that's very, very true, especially in bad times. So we run a lot of numbers. We put a lot of pairs on, like I've previously said. When the grass gets dry and the protein drops out of it, the cows quit milking. So if we can put the liquid out there, get those cows milking again. Not only did it pay for the nutrition program, especially if we put them on for 60 days, it paid for the nutrition program just alone by selling the calves. The extra pounds of beef that we took to I think 30 to 40 pounds is a pretty consistent number as far as that goes. And by that much extra, that paid for the nutrition program, and then it put and I think at the time it put 15 or 16 bucks per animal back into the rancher's pocket, and then that wasn't even including the better condition score their cows were going into the winter feed season. So every condition score better that your cows are in going into winter feed season, that's 10 pounds less of hay you have to feed. So that in and of itself is a very big savings as far as that goes. So. It is an investment. It's an investment in your future. And a lot of guys say, well, we're running good genetics, so we don't need a supplement. And that's great, but just like a brand new pickup, it'll run good until it runs out of fuel. It'll leave you on the side of the road. So if we're running cattle with good genetics and great genetic potential and good cattle, and we bring them, we put them on a good nutrition program, that's best case scenario. So the biggest thing that I tell a lot of people is let's help these cattle meet their genetic potential, and we work with a lot of producers, purebred producers, and some of the best people in the world, as far as breeders and that. And so the biggest thing that I tell a lot of people is, your cattle are great, but let's help them meet their genetic potential. So if we go on a guy's place and we see that his manure is stacking, that tells us one of two things: A, they're short of protein, and B, they're not utilizing what they're being fed. So we do look for a nice even spread manure that tells us they're meeting their protein needs and they're utilizing what they're being fed. I tell a lot of people I know my crap, so we should take that out.
What are those 4 seasons that you're looking for and that you're advising your rancher customers on each season? What do they look like that you're going to try to help them through, and what are the things that we need to be aware of, and why Nutrilix is going to help out each season?
Well, I think the main thing to keep in mind is what this feed does is best utilizes the feeds that you have available, that you raise on your farm or ranch, whether it be hay, grass. We make it go further and give you a better value for that, because that's what we're doing is we're turning grass into beef, and if we can make that go longer and stronger and better, then this is the product that will do that. At some point, like in the summer, midsummer when it's hot, a lot of people will switch away maybe from the liquid and go to a really good mineral, which we have. And we have everything from the mineral with high magnesium in case you're worried about grass tetany in the spring. We can put magnesium in these tanks as well in the liquid. But then also as the summer progresses and the grass gets less nutrients and dries out, then obviously it's great to come in with a liquid to supply them with the stuff that they're not getting, as that grass depletes in its energy. So then obviously as fall moves on, so you're getting your cows ready, you're maybe pulling the calves off. Now they need a boost. This is an awesome product for that. We have a lot of answers for a lot of things, and if we don't know, we'll find out. We got the people behind us, behind the scenes at the plant, who have the, probably many years of service to farmers and ranchers, and they have run across it before. So if I can't answer it, we can find somebody who can.
Yeah. And I think it's amazing too, just you guys are keeping tabs, you're checking where the rainfall index is, you're checking that feed quality, and again, being able to measure that feed, get an analysis, get an assessment, and even as you build that into your mineral program and your liquid feed program, it all complements each other. So again, I'm constantly amazed how Nutrilix complements that cattle production cycle and what you guys have put together. So we're looking forward to utilizing it, and I think even too, for someone like me that got a little bit more hands-on, I really have learned a lot from you all, and I appreciate that. In each step, there's things that we're uncertain about and unsure, but you've done a great job of building it out, and I encourage anyone, it's nice to walk in versus just throwing some bags of feed in the back of your pickup and heading out. And that's that dealer relationship is custom that Nutrilix does. It's pretty impressive.
It's part of the service. We want to be a partner in your operation, and really, I really believe that we hope that you will call us and ask us if there's something that we can help with. But in the long run, we want to be part of your operation and say, we're proud of we're proud that those calves were 50 pounds heavier this fall. That's where we want to put them.